and Marvel slash DC action.
Ninja?
Ninja, yeah. Playing Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, I guess technically speaking, him being a ninja, considering him a ninja at this point would be anachronistic, considering the concept of a ninja would not be, um, what's the phrase? Made, officialized. Ninjas as a
Um,
concept wouldn't exist. Let me phrase it that way so I can avoid the word I don't know how to say. Ninjas as a concept wouldn't exist for another couple of centuries, according to people on the internet who clearly know far more about history than I do. And so I shall take their word as gospel.
as goose. As goosebill. Hmm. Where do I put the...
So,
I would like to see
She-Hulk,
the
am I
baby.
right? I would like to see the baby.
Shit. How does one fit? Uh, hmm. Bradley, I don't have enough space.
What?
I'm trying to fit I'm trying to fit my iPad in
Oh right,
so
I thought we
so
were
I
doing
could.
a role reversal or something where you didn't have enough space on your
Oh
console.
no! Although I did have the fun realization that because I switched my extended storage devices, turns out that I didn't have Assassin's Creed Odyssey or The Last of Us Part 2 on the extended storage because I had them
Oh,
on the internal storage of the PS4, and that was the extended storage I used with the PS4.
that
So
is
when I
that is a
switched
shame.
to use the fancy Part 2 branded hard drive, I lost both Part 2 and Odyssey off my PS5.
Oof.
So how far in the story are you?
I'm at the start of Act 3.
Wait, you look like you're right at the end.
I am kind of right at the end.
Bloody hell, my dude. Like, I only did that bit, like, last week. Well, not last week. You know,
Yeah, it turns out if you just do the main story, like, I mean, I
it
know it's
doesn't
an open
take you
world
very
game.
long, yeah.
Yeah, open world games tend to be like that though, don't they? They're just stacked with like stuff to do in the open world that you get sidetracked for 6 hours looking for all of the flowers or whatever, and then you get back to the
That's true.
story and like that.
I guess.
That's how this kind of game goes, you know?
Well, unless it's a game like Destiny or Odyssey, where
God,
I think
Destiny was so weird.
I mean Destiny isn't really an open world, but it had those things where it's like to continue the story, you
Yeah,
must be at least this level, and then
you
it's
must
like, oh
collect.
shit, so you got to go and do a load of side
You
stuff.
must collect 20 bear asses.
What?
Oh, just, uh, just kind of like
No,
a
I'm
meme.
waiting for you to work context into this
Oh,
one,
right. So
Brad.
basically, it's more or less a meme that if there's some side quest or in a game if something's gated behind something like that, like
Hmm.
collecting some stuff, or if the side quest is just go and get me this many things, you refer to them as 20 bear asses. As in, like, you gotta go kill 20 bears and give their asses to.
Right.
I take it that this particular meme
This
is
doesn't
not
translate
it's
to.
not going it's not like tickling you quite as much as I thought it would, but ho hum jokes don't always land, but they can always.
They can always fall.
Yes, let's go with that. I didn't have a punchline going just yet, which was maybe a little bit impulsive to start a joke without having the. Why has he got the Sakai armor on? That feels a bit.
Doesn't it auto? Don't you?
I can't take.
Isn't it the ghost armor at this point?
How do I take off the? No, I mean my horse. My horse is stuck wearing the Sakai armor. Why?
You can just change it in the menu, can't you?
Yeah, I should be able to. I kinda go up and down. Oh, maybe that's because I've got the scraggly horse. right now.
Scraggly horse.
Yeah, the scraggly horse. Yeah, my
What on
little.
earth is the scraggly horse?
Well, you know, like after, well, spoiler alert. He said, having played past that point on this stream already, when you're
Yes, I have finished the story. I have not finished all of the little side people stories.
oh, some of them are really good. But regardless, I was saying about the scraggly horse. Yeah, so you know, at the end of Act 2, um,
I know of it.
yeah, you know how the saddest death scene in gaming happens. Rest in peace.
The horse.
Rest in peace, horse.
Yes, I thought you were talking about her brother, and I was like,
That's also
yeah,
pretty sad, but okay,
that
is
was that
also
was pretty
really
sad. But I mean that horse, you know,
Yeah.
that you never had to fucking save that horse from a prison, only for him to then kill himself, get himself killed in the stupidest way possible.
I actually think it was really clever what they did with all of the little, you know, things like you clear a base and then you get a scene of you know, Jin feeding the horse an apple or something, or they're
Yes,
both asleep by the river or something like that, and
yeah.
it's all just little and in the background, and you don't think about it, but you know it's all things that make you think, it's my horse. I like this horse, and I like
I would hate
all of
if
this stuff.
anything horrible happened to this horse.
But it's so subtle that you know it's not like in your face telling you, oh, something's gonna happen to this horse. Hope you like,
Hope you
don't
like it.
hope you like it, and hope you don't get too attached to it. Ha ha ha! We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. You know what I mean? It's just like this is a cute little feature that they've put in.
This is a cute horse.
What a lovely horse this is. I'm sure nothing
Well,
will happen to it.
I'm
And then
gonna
something
wait.
happens to it, and then it's like Anyway, but Yuna gives you that scraggly horse, and you use it for a bit, and then like before the penultimate mission, I think, or just something close to that at least, quite far through, like just before the end kind of thing.
Mm.
You get your choice of the other two horse colors that you didn't choose at the start of the game.
Yes.
And in an update, they actually let you keep the scraggly horse, which I thought was funny. And funnily enough, my little brother, when he played this game, he got rather attached to the scraggly horse. I call it the scraggly horse because he nicknamed the horse Scraggles.
I fucking hated that horse. It was so shit. It was just, I don't know what it was, but it just annoyed me. It was like, you are not Nobu, and it kept doing stupid shit, and I was like, you are a fucking stupid horse.
You know they did that on purpose to make the
Yeah.
pain of losing Nobu even worse.
Making it shit.
Whoa!
I love these streams where you play games and I just look at my PlayStation menu for far too long trying to think of what to play that won't distract me too much.
Yeah, that is
that's
hard.
the thing.
It's very hard to not get distracted, but like, 'cause I mean, what game are you gonna play? A good game, right? But good games tend to be like a bit absorbing, right?
Yeah, well, it's not really about good or bad. It's about what I don't care, what can I just dick around in that I enjoy that doesn't have dialogue that will distract me. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do.
Just gonna get a bit of the old
And what's not too
cheese
difficult that it will
sucks.
make me concentrate on it. It's got to be a mix of all of those things.
You know, it occurs to me that like I'm using the focus hearing right now, and I'm just thinking, God, Jin should join the Daredevil Club. I mean,
Focused hearing? Is it called focused hearing?
well, the thing where you press the pad and then the screen kind of goes black and whitish, and
Well, yeah,
you can
yeah,
see the
but
silhouettes
I
and stuff.
always thought that I always just called that samurai vision because it's exactly the fucking same as Batman's shit.
Yeah. Let me just double check. I think it's
Oh, that's what we were gonna do
yeah,
after,
focus
wasn't it?
hearing.
It was after I finish Miles. Wait, I finished Miles, didn't I?
You did finish Miles.
Oh, do I need to 100% Miles?
That depends. Do you want to 100% Miles?
Well, I feel like I should, in a way. But at the same time, I mean, do we really want to set the precedent for you 100% in Ghost and me 100% in Arkham Asylum? Because I can't be fucked to 100% Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Exactamente. In
I
that case,
will. I think the rule should be we do as much
How
of
can
these
these
as
guys
we
not see
want
me, honestly? How can these guys not see me?
because you are a ghost. You see what I did there?
I don't know how you timed it so perfectly with that thunderclap.
What thunderclap?
Well, there was a bit of thunder in game as you said that.
Ah, I am known for my thunder.
It was like, because you're
Have you
the
seen?
ghost.
You've seen Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Have we
I
talked about Love and Thunder? Oh,
I feel like we did.
I feel like
I
we were
didn't.
both greatly disappointed by it.
Yeah, it really, like, it's such a shame that, like, poor Thor's out here with with three. Yeah, I mean Ragnarok was good. Dark
I
World
don't
was
like
not good.
Ragnarok. I don't like Ragnarok.
Well, that's even worse from then, isn't it?
Well,
Because like Thor one. Okay, Thor one was all right, and it was an early movie. So
Thor
it's, like,
1
fine.
was. I have no problems with Thor 1. Like, it's just a bit. It was just a bit safe, honestly. That's my only criticism of Thor 1. It was a bit safe.
What?
It definitely felt like we were just, I was more pumped, I feel, to see the Thor will return in Marvel's Avengers than I was watching the actual film.
Yeah.
The Dark World, I
It's
didn't
been
really
so
understand
long
why
since
people
I
hate.
saw it.
That's the thing. That's the difference. Thor 1, I came to too late to and the internet and Twitter wasn't really in my purview at that point in my life, so, like, I didn't really. Yeah, Thor 1, absolutely no idea what people said about it until years later, and I'd have no strong opinions about it, really. Thor 2,
So have I taken
I
it or not?
watched it later
Oh.
on
Wow.
DVD, so I didn't really understand why people didn't like it, other than just like that one joke about
There was
hummus? No, sea bass, where Natalie Portman is just forced to say sea bass 6 times in a row in an awkward date.
I have no
Paul,
recollection of that.
exactly. It's such a weird moment, and it really doesn't matter.
In which case, yeah, but he's yeah. Then
I'm gonna fall
again,
back on the old familiar and play some Spider-Man.
yeah. So, Thor one, no, not Thor one. Captain America one was good.
Yes,
Captain America
okay,
2 was Winter Soldier.
which
Captain
is
America,
amazing.
yeah, it's flipping Winter Soldier. It was really good. I'm not even like the biggest Cap fan or anything, but I was hooked through all of that movie.
I really liked Cap 1, but I didn't think much of him, and I watched Avengers first, so I didn't,
Ah,
I thought he was just kind of there in Avengers. He was a bit too, I really liked Iron Man, so him conflicting with Iron Man, I was kind of always taking Tony's side.
hmm.
And then his own film, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's kind of cool. Actually, I think I watched the first Avengers, the first Avenger, and then the Winter Soldier really quickly.
Avengers first of it. Ah,
Well, no, I mean I watched Avengers at the cinema, and then I rewatched Avengers when it came on DVD, and got and then yeah. When I got Captain America 1 and 2 on DVD about the same time, I think. So, Winter Soldier I really liked, and the
God,
first one I liked as well. But
just now noticing how much red and white is in the scenery here, reinforcing the color theory stuff. Sorry.
about blood,
Yeah, blood.
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 Blood?
Blood. That's
Well, I'm
something
wearing
I need to see.
the
I
dark
don't know how
suit.
I made that connection, but I just realised that's a series I need to watch.
What, Garth Marenghi's?
You ever seen Jason Bourne?
I have seen many of the Bournes.
Ooh,
I have even seen the not Jason Bourne.
the Hawkeye movie.
Yes. Which, FYI, loads of people dislike.
Really?
I think it's a really good movie, but it fucking just ends. Like,
Oh,
honestly, I'm not gonna spoil it, but, like, you will not, but, like, it just ends. It literally, like, you'll watch this film because of how I'm telling you this. You'll watch this film and literally at any point it could end. And one of those times where you think, surely it doesn't make sense to end now. It will just end.
oh my god, I can't wait for that.
So you'll watch the entire film, and from about half an hour in, you'll just be going, is it about to end really weirdly?
Mm. I'll just be like, oh, okay. So that, oh well, if it ends here, that'll definitely be what he's talking about. Oh, okay,
If it
that's
ends
more. Thank
here,
God
it will
for
actually work. Oh no, shit, they're going for another 5 minutes.
that.
Wait, why,
That kind of movie.
what? It just, yeah, it is really bonkers how they just kind of go, okay, yep, this'll do, we run out of money. I don't know if that's the actual reasoning, that's just what I made up. But no, I don't really. I mean, Ragnarok, I watched with some friends from Foundation, and one of them had the biggest laugh, and the cinema was really, like, just in a buzz. So every joke, the laugh from the person sitting next to me was really over the top. And then the cinema was really reactive as well, so I kind of, the first time I watched Ragnarok, I really enjoyed it. Mostly because of the audience experience.
Hmm.
But
That makes
every
a
time
lot
I've
of
rewatched it,
sense.
I've liked it less, while every time I rewatch Doctor Strange, I like it more, so it's the opposite effect.
Hey.
It's the Strange effect. Dun dun
Well,
dun.
that certainly is strange. Um.
Ragnarok,
Yeah.
I think it
I
annoyed
mean,
me
I've only
more and
seen
more
it
what they did with
once.
Hulk as well.
Yeah.
Like, because Mark Ruffalo is an amazing actor, and imagine being trapped in monster form for years, and then waking up and finding out you've been in monster form for years. And what does he do? Make jokes like every other character,
Woo.
and doesn't
Trauma? Who's
really
she? Never
have
heard of her.
a traumatic kind of reaction.
Yeah, to what would seriously give people some pause at least.
Yeah. Talking about Hulk,
Nice segue, nice segue.
it was not
Episode
subtle at
8.
all.
Episode 8 of She-Hulk has dropped,
How the
and now
fuck are we
we're
all?
about.
Are we at the penultimate episode of She-Hulk?
I have no idea. It is
I
flown
don't
by.
want this to end. I'm in such,
Oh, we're
like,
totally gonna get season
this weekly, it's like, She-Hulk is my comfort show
2.
now. It's just like, is every episode great? No. Does it make me smile every time that Jen has a nice thing happen to her, and every time she turns to the camera, smiles and goes, oh yeah, my suit! That is just, she's just so warm. Like, that, it's like Miss Marvel read so well as a show, and I really enjoyed the kind of power of of that final episode, and it felt very warm and fuzzy for a character I love in the comics to kind of finally come out on the screen in that final episode and feel like the Kamala I know from the comics. It felt good.
Yeah,
But that was a very slow build-up, you know?
indeed.
And so I kind of cared about the quality of that throughout. She-Hulk, I don't care how good or bad it is. The good episodes are great. The bad episodes, I still fucking love. Because I just love that character. And and the actress they chose, unsurprisingly, given how everyone reacted to her
Yeah,
being
that's why I
cast so
confuse.
warmly, the fact that she's just so warm and fun.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
love it.
confused. That's why I confused. That's why I was referring to. That's why I accidentally referred to Titania as Tatiana, because that is She-Hulk's actress's forename, is it not?
Yes.
Well, that'll be why. But yes, this week on She-Hulk, it finally happened.
It finally happened.
Yeah, the tease that we've
I'm
been
wearing the
teased with
black
for
suit in Marvel
ages.
Spider-Man like I was when I was watching season 3 of Daredevil in
Oh,
special
oh,
recognition.
that's cool. Yeah. You know, one
I
thing
I
I was
had
really hyped to see back was his Kali sticks.
his
Occasionally
little
referred to as a screamer sticks, if you prefer that.
if you that's the Nightwing. I didn't actually know they had a name. I thought they were. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Are you talking technically from like what they're technically in the real world referred to as?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I now need to find the comics and find out what they're called in that because this is really going to mess with me. If I don't, what does he call them? Because I feel like he calls them something.
Well, he might.
Where is she?
You were saying Nightwing? So
Uh,
what is
Nightwing, he's got a scrimmer sticks.
Sounds dangerous.
is it two buttons kind of thing?
Yes, yes, and they emit electricity.
Oh, right, okay.
So he
As far
zaps
as I'm
people with them.
aware, the real world does not feature those. I mean, the
Well, they're Wayne
electricity
Tech
part.
ones, so of course they've
But
got to be.
yeah,
Need a reason to risk their
Wayne
lives.
Tech.
It's going to be a cold winter. Why spend it on a mountainside hunting squirrel when you can live in a warm fort?
You good? Oh,
Yeah.
you're cutscening.
Sorry, I marvelled again at the face capture and performances of these
This won't be
guys.
like hunting wild boar. Come over here and you'll see.
It's going to be a lot easier for me to just look it up than to flip
Yeah.
through as many pages of my many Daredevil books, isn't it?
Yeah, to find when he refers to
To
it
find one
as...
speech bubble where he refers to them.
Yeah, you can't control and find in real life.
And the rest of my friends will hit them from the south.
Daredevil's
Get inside.
dicks name.
Supplied large.
Billy Club. He calls it a Billy Club.
Billy Club. Ah, okay. Okie
Better
dokie.
than average.
That's what he calls it. God knows if that's the technical term or why he calls it that, but it is what he calls it, so we will not question it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
really
when-
liked it at the end. At the end of season 1 of Daredevil and all throughout season 2, I flipping loved his Billy Club and
Yeah.
the dynamism it added to his fights and just the fact that he had a bit more in his repertoire, so to speak. It just made the
And-
fight scenes more interesting to get to, which, you know, I mean, they always are with Daredevil because the point, I mean, I say that, but that's just for the visual impressiveness of a fight scene. A fight scene is good or bad based on on what it means in the story, you know, and what it means for the characters, and
I do like that how Daredevil used fight scenes, that it wasn't just a fight scene to have a fight scene.
yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
always like a build, I liked that there was pretty much a Daredevil episode, a Matt Murdock episode, and you usually
yeah.
spend the Matt Murdock episode doing a full lawyer case, and then it's like, okay, now he's got to fix something, so he's going to suit up.
Crime.
I did, yeah, that always worked really well. You compare it to, like, Arrow, and it just feels like, oh, we've got a lead. There's going to be a shit ton of henchmen to shoot in the knees.
Yeah, non-lethally through the chest.
Non-lethally
let's
killing
go!
people! Non-lethally
yeah.
killing people, that's how that works.
Splat. Non-lethally killing people.
Splat non-lethal, I swear.
Wow, I have no idea why that just killed that guy instantly. But I'm not gonna look the gift horse in the mouth. Yeah. I mean, obviously... He killed me in one go. Seriously? I mean, not that I'm dead, but...
This isn't permadeath.
I mean, he just non-lethally killed me is all. Come on, come on.
Oh man, you're gonna have to, like, be a shoulder for me to cry on when I try and do The Last of Us 2 permadeath.
Oh, were you gonna do permadeath?
And on Grounded, which is the realistic difficulty.
You're gonna do permadeath?
On Grounded.
On ground... So, play through the whole game, hardest difficulty, realistic tier, so like you get shot and you die or something. Because like that is probably what would happen in real life.
Yeah, barely any ammo, but I'll do Grounded first. I'll do a Grounded test run first, because...
That's probably a good idea.
On a different user, so I don't get the trophy. Because I want to get both trophies at the same time.
That is understandable.
So I'll do a Grounded and permadeath run together after some practice on just regular Grounded. Ow!
Oh, you thought, didn't you? You thought!
Ouch. And
yeah,
then, yeah.
Like the most...
But no, yeah, that's gonna absolutely destroy me.
Like the best, the most memorable fights in Daredevil and in general are always ones where
one shots,
where it means something, you know.
Mm.
Like season 3's Daredevil versus Kingpin and all of that. It wasn't just him beating it up. It wasn't just him beating Kingpin up. It was also a final test of the strength of his, you know, his soul and his goodness and his urge to
kill him.
His urge to kill him, but the strength to not give in to that darkness. Ouch.
Well, I also think just any of them, to be honest, because that's quite a significant big one for the story. But you know, the fact that we spend, is it episode 2 of season 1, so we still barely know Matt, and he gets absolutely fucked up by those kidnappers, and spends the episode injured on Claire's sofa, and then you know, interrogates that guy to then, you know, end the episode doing that one-shot first hallway fight to get the boy who got kidnapped at the end of the first episode, and the entire second episode has been about.
That was really,
you know,
cool.
It's like that's how you time a fight. It's just, it was all there, man.
How did we get on? Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about She-Hulk, and we're still talking about Daredevil.
This is the man's world.
We're not part of the problem.
I feel like, well, we'll talk about Daredevil, and that because that's the obvious thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
I was not expecting the hanky-panky, but...
Oh, I was. Matt is.
I mean,
he is a little bit of a notorious slut. You know, I mean, if people are gonna fucking accuse She-Hulk of it in the episode, I can accuse Matt of it.
Yeah.
He dated Black Widow for ages.
Oh wow.
They were actually one of the most significant relationships in the early 2010 runs.
Wow.
I mean, she's always kind of, her longest and most kind of popular relationship has always been with Bucky, though. Considering both of their Russian kind of like their tortured kind of souls thing as a result of the Red Room. Bucky being a mind, you know, brainwashed and then a trainer at the Red Room. And obviously, you know, all of Black Widow's baggage there. So they kind of work there. But for surprisingly for Natasha, Daredevil was always kind of well, Matt was always an end to all that.
Mm.
She kind of saw settling down with Matt as a happy ending,
I can
and
see why.
a lot more reasonable, because, you know, a relationship with Bucky would probably only end with one of them dying.
Hmm.
Because I don't really think that Bucky can settle down because he has so much guilt, just like Natasha.
So many enemies here, and I've completely.
And then obviously there's Karen, who died in the 80s.
What, really?
Oh, she had a horrible death.
Oh, damn.
She got she got addicted to drugs and then
Whoa,
died
okay.
of what's the I think she might have. I don't want to say stuff when I don't know factually, like when I don't know for certain because I haven't read it, but I just know it.
Hmm. But the bottom line is, she gets she dies of substance abuse. Okay, that's pretty heavy. All things go. Oh, what a
You
jerk.
kill those people, Bradley.
Oh, I'm doing my absolute best.
Oh, you've gone into slashy mode.
I do like
What if
slashing.
Jin was the fucking, like, if there was a sequel but Jin's now just like a horror villain?
Ooh.
Like, it's basically a horror game but Jin's the Jason.
Oh, that's a funny thought.
Oh my god, a trophy. Did I not get hit in that entire fight? Fucking hell. I'm just that good at Spider-Man.
Come on, come on, come on.
I have food, by the way, so tell me if you can hear stuff.
Ah, I can't hear anything. I have notoriously
How about
bad ears.
we'll do the old Adam. I'm just gonna mute while I eat, and Bradley, tell us about She-Hulk, and you're not allowed to talk about Daredevil.
Oh, that's cool. I've got lots to talk about, and a lot of it is regarding my new favourite character ever, and it's... I am now aware of the fact that I have rather a lot of egg on my face. Anyway, that Luke guy, the clothes guy, the tailor guy, he's hilarious. But regardless, speaking of speaking of suits and speaking of his suits, She-Hulk's outfit, oh my god, it's so good. It's like somewhere between a gymnastic kit and
What sort of animals
superhero kit or something.
Mongol kind. The woodcuts
I like
must have
I
resisted.
like it. I would.
kill every bastard
I
in his
think
form.
those are pretty good suit.
We'll have
Yeah.
Comfortable
made-
being seen outside in it.
Yeah. It looks. Well, I mean, maybe not the purple. Purple's not exactly a color I pull off very well. But other than that, I'd totally wear that. That's just how good that... Oh god, I killed his horse, not him. I feel pretty bad for that one.
Now notice the significance of purple between the Hulks. I totally forgot about that.
Oh. Wait, so... I mean, it's purple because Bruce wears the purple shorts, isn't it?
Lord Shimura has an armor. It's samurai from the Shogun.
I mean,
Wait,
that's
so-
just a coincidence, I think. I feel like that's just a good,
Time to fight the Mongols.
green and purple are complementing colours.
You're on your
So,
That's fair.
fault isn't yours to give us.
Said you told
that's
us
why Hulk had the purple trousers, and it also just worked for Jen. She-Hulk, but I just, I'd kind of completely
Yeah.
forgot that Hulk has purple trousers.
Over here.
Yeah, but
I
white
always
and
just
purple is
associated
a good
purple
combo.
and purple costume with She-Hulk.
we have to get over there.
Hmm.
Let's get a look at the bridge.
Please tell me I'm not supposed to climb that now.
You tell how I have a bit of a bias when it comes to Hulks, and it's leaning definitely on She-Hulk. Anyone can have a favourite Hulk. Mine was always Jen. Like, I used to watch the. I watched. I think I realized that I've only ever seen like 3 episodes of the original of the old Hulk like animated show.
Hmm.
Um, but they were just on repeat. So like never any more episodes than those 3. And that that was it. That was my Hulk childhood. But despite
Hmm.
really like apparently being obsessed with him, very little actual content went into my liking of Bruce Banner.
Hmm.
When I got into comics, it was always She-Hulk. I didn't pick up a Hulk book for years till this most recent after he died in Civil War 2 and got resurrected as the Immortal Hulk. That's the first Hulk book I picked up.
Um. Hmm.
Anyway, back to Bradley.
Yes, I'm talking about She-Hulk. Absolutely. The court scenes and legal stuff between She-Hulk and unnamed second character in this episode I kind of liked them. They had a nice back and forth quality to them. And it was like, oh wow, we're watching a legal drama. Okay, maybe that's going a bit far, but it was a nice.
No, I think you were right. I think you were. It was really good. It was really fast, really strong. I like that neither of them really had the upper hand on it. It was like back and forth constantly. You know, it would have been a shame to kind of try and write one lawyer as better than the other, especially after you just brought Matt back and he was shown to be a competent lawyer in his own show, and Jen's had a lot more tricky cases where she's had a lot more difficulty, so it would have been really disappointing if Matt won that case because of Matt being a better lawyer. So I do, I'm glad that they were, equally good, but
No,
Jen just
what are you
got
doing?
fucked over by her shitty client, who turned into the villain of the episode, which I really liked because fuck that guy.
Yeah, oh my god. I always think, let's give this person a chance. Then,
Let's give that person a chance, Dylan.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I gave him a chance, and then he was like, okay, this guy is not worth giving a chance, isn't it? I mean, the whole frog thing, it was a bit, like, right from the outset, it was a bit uncool.
I thought he was just a
kind of
really
uncool.
lame hero. I didn't realize. I don't know whether what he is in the comics, whether he's a lame hero who's kind of a bit villainy through being a shit hero. I don't know what his deal is, but I'm interested to see.
Lord Sakai, you're just in time.
Oh, wiped him clean.
What did you think?
Sorry, I was in an action set piece there, which is why I was not speaking.
You were oofing. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was
Pardon
oofing
me.
all these Mongols.
Ah, motherfucker.
Yeah, now that I think of it,
Good to see you, Lord Sakai.
what actually happened? Oh yeah, the gala, I thought, I really liked how
that ending.
tongue-in-cheek the whole...
When she fucking said, this is, oh shit, is this the episode before the finale? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. I thought this was supposed to be a 9-episode series. We can't be that close to the end. And then I checked after the episode ended, and it was weird. That was episode 8, and I was like, shit.
I don't want bandits making trouble for innocent people fleeing the Mongols.
He knows what I'd do to him if they
But,
Yeah,
sorry, I
really
keep
liked
interrupting you.
Oh, it's chill. I really liked the tongue-in-cheek nature of with the whole female lawyer thing.
Final attack.
Yeah, God, that
I
was...
was like,
I felt so bad for her when she was the first name called, and then it was, of this many people, and Mallory Book, of course, saying, everything I wanted her to say. It's just, there's some things that really make me question humanity humanity's like right to consider. Well, no, just manatee. Actually, let's
Manatee?
be real here.
What have you
If
got against manatees, bro?
if men fucked off, just for just I mean not permanently. Just for a while. I don't know. I mean, if they ever
What's the
perfect
story?
that asexual reproduction. Anyway, this got very political for some reason. Well, but it's not
Where
actually. It's
was
not
I?
political. It's just fucking living. It's just people being people, and it annoys me
When
how
people insist on
shit.
making living political, though.
It's just how shit and annoying I find. We are the worst side of the species, Bradley. Anyway, She-Hulk. Please say something to get over this awkward lull.
Yeah, let's see.
You're in a loading screen. You have no excuse. Save me.
Let's see.
The embargo on Daredevil is now over.
The fight, right? The fight scenes.
My one criticism was I feel like it wouldn't have been a bad thing if that fight with Daredevil in the hallway in blue lighting was a one shot, because they were obviously
Yeah.
referencing the hallway fights, but
Yeah.
they missed the key
Oh,
thing is that they're always one shot. That's all you had to do.
That was the bit where the theme came back. I was like, oh,
Oh,
it's the theme.
yes.
It's the theme.
It came in because because obviously America, fucking bastards, watch it really early, and so my social media was filled with little references, not real spoilers, but just enough to be like, okay, so I knew the theme was going to come back. That was pretty much it. I also got the impression that Jen and Matt were going to sleep together.
I see.
Just from not a screenshot or just a joke that someone said about Jen's poor neighbours.
Oh, I see.
If she hulked out, shall we say?
You're the only person on Tsushima.
Yeah.
I can't do it alone.
But I don't think she did, which is
He's at Port Izmi, surrounded by an army.
Right. I've got.
which given
like,
her
a
kind of
really
emotional
weird
and kind of
question.
personality stuff over the last couple episodes, I think it was nice that
Sounds like we need a hawk's view of the place.
I've got kind of a weird question.
We'll have cover of
yes,
So like the whole walk of shame thing.
yes.
Is it like, is it like customary to like not wear your shoes during the walk of shame, or is that just a thing?
It is a well, okay. So it's good that it was Matt that was applied to, and it was really funny. Well, I think it worked on the fact that because obviously Matt has all his. It was a little bit annoying that they just summarized it as he has good hearing, because obviously in that episode we saw he has really good sense of smell.
Olfactory
All of his
receptors.
senses are enhanced. So touch,
Except for sight.
well, well, I mean, it's not the reason that his other senses are enhanced, but the stuff that blinded him also enhanced them.
Yeah.
But so his sense of touch is incredibly enhanced. So him walking barefoot on the grass probably actually feels really nice to him. Like he could probably feel so much more in that grass.
Grass is nice and soft. Isn't
Exactly.
It?
So he can feel that. So that probably feels like a pillow to him. But anyway, the whole shoes over is because it came from typically the woman's gone round to some bloke's house. She's after a night out where a woman typically wears heels. In the morning, especially if you're slightly hungover, the last thing you're gonna want to do is
Oh, he's
walk
walking
is try and
heels. Oh, okay,
is
now it
walk
makes
home in
sense.
heels. Therefore, you're gonna sling them over your shoulder. A la, so is Matt.
It makes sense.
But I like that they
now.
contextualized it with because he does have enhanced touch.
Yeah.
How good does sex feel for Matt? I've just realised. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh fucking hell! If this was a podcast, we would have just got an explicit rating on Spotify. For that one, we would have got. There's just a little E next to the episode.
Oh my god, that just came out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, no, I think it was a logical progression.
It's like, I mean, I'm gonna go with, yeah, you're probably right. Also, didn't think about that. Also,
I like, you know, also,
know.
I do like the fact that Matt knew Jen was into him because of the heartbeat thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, oh, he is totally game.
Yeah, they'd be
I
a
also
pretty
appreciate
scary loyal
that. I mean, I hope they bring Karen back, but I honestly kind of don't want her and Matt to be a thing. They kind of had their time, and Electra was always the more logical kind of relationship for him. But obviously, Electra's fucking dead again.
Is she
because
dead
she
in this
always
canon?
is.
Or is this like somewhat different enough that we can like just BS her back to life out of nowhere?
Well, I mean, they'll definitely BS her back to life if the actress wants to do it.
That is
which
a good
I really
point.
hope she does.
It's a good point. Canon doesn't really matter in that case, does it?
Well, I mean, King Ben got fucking shot, but in Echo he's going to show up with a bandaged eye, so, like he did in the comics.
He got shot in the eye.
Well, he's not just fat, he's really strong and he's not a mutant, but he's something.
He's something, alright.
I don't know if it's it's got to be an experiment or some kind of thing that happened to him, because that's how it works.
Yeah.
It's either a mutant or spider bite or lab experiment. But, you know, those are the options. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, all the spider people.
All the X-Men.
Or self-made hero, Iron Man, etc.
Yeah, true.
Or just, you know, mental health problems, like Moon Knight.
Yeah. Although he's also, like, semi-possessed by, / is the avatar of an Egyptian god, so that probably helps.
In the comics, I think that's a lot more up to interpretation whether the Egyptian god's real.
Oh, really?
Or just
that's
in his
cool.
head, so he might not be. I think sometimes he's just a fucking guy.
He's just a bonkers dude with lots of power, with lots of skill at messing people up. Well, I say good for him.
Well, one of his personalities is a tech billionaire, I think, so as well, so he's like... So, just for one personality, he's rich and a vigilante with no powers.
Oh, it wanted me to investigate the barrels, not light the bonfire.
Did you fail the mission?
No, it's just I was trying to light the bonfire, and I was thinking, why wouldn't it let me light the bonfire? And then I checked the task, and the task was look at barrels, not light a bonfire.
God, Bradley, you're supposed to be spending your time looking at barrels right now, not having fun.
Of course, it said not to raise the alarm, and I feel like setting off a fire, in hindsight, would probably be the opposite of, you know, not setting an alarm.
Oh, are you leaving a note for Uncle Fuckface?
Uncle Fuckface.
I lost so much respect for that man in the epilogue.
Now it's reached the top of the lighthouse.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, fuck, you're right at the end then, okay. Okay, so you've already delivered the note.
What? No, I haven't done that.
Don't worry, don't worry. I know where you are. You don't know where you are, it's fine.
But I haven't done that bit yet.
Flat.
It's fine.
The waves are flat like you see before a storm.
Oh
Where
shit! No,
were
you're
we?
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
Where were we regarding
It happens once in a blue moon.
She-Hulk?
Over here.
Let's find our plan of attack. That ridge has an open
Oh
section
yes,
for
the
mobile
ending to
systems.
She-Hulk,
Imagine what we could do
episode
to
8
Wait.
was
watch us.
great.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
The
What were we saying before? Oh,
Can't
but
defend it.
Good
yeah. So, and I
Oh
kind of
yeah,
feel
we're
like
talking about Matt Murdock's sex life.
actually no, we're talking about Matt and Karen. I
Yeah.
feel like, especially by the end of all that Netflix stuff, I feel like Karen was actually a lot more likely to end up with Frank. I always kind
Yes.
of preferred those two together as just kind of that
I don't
lot
blame you because they
stronger
had
bond.
great chemistry. Those two, they had great
And
chemistry.
also the fact that Matt's a lot more anti-gun and Karen's like, nah, fuck that shit.
Except for oh god, that bit was kind of uncomfortable.
Which bit?
Oh, the bit.
Is our key to beating him.
Well, are we talking Punisher, Daredevil, or are we talking about the sex scene in
I
She-Hulk?
think we're talking Daredevil. How could that be uncomfortable? That was just like watching.
Well, you know, some people are going to be
just
like,
saw their
"Oh,
clothes
Matt,
a
what the
bit.
fuck you doing, mate?"
We just saw their clothes a bit, and then the door closed.
Yeah,
and
I
then
know, Disney
fade to
cowards,
black.
fucking hell. Come on.
Well, you wanted to see a sex scene.
I wanted to see a Netflix level sex scene, not like fucking, proper shit, but just, not the, and then they had sex kind of, it's like choose your own adventure.
I guess when
And
you
then
put it
they
like
had
that.
sex.
Maybe it's bizarre of me, but like whenever I see a sex scene, I think, okay, they're having sex, great. So
Good for them.
great. The plot. Can we get back to? I know you're enjoying yourselves, but can we get back to the plot?
Never watch Fleabag. It will be very confusing for you. Sometimes, Bradley, the sex is the plot.
The sex is the plot. What? In all honesty, though, how is that? How
If
does
it's
that...
not, sometimes it's a culmination to a relationship, and sometimes it's just a one-night stand, and both are kind of depictions of what state of mind the character's in at that point. For Jen, it was definitely this is someone who understands the kind of dual identity thing, but, appreciates what I can be in both of my identities while, well, we don't fucking talk about Josh, that fucking skeevy fucking bastard fucking...
I was really hoping. I was really hoping that, like, because we just came off of like 2 straight episodes of
Jen dealing with
being like,
shit boyfriends, shit
romantic
dates,
life
even.
is my romantic life sucks, and thinking, damn, Jen, I hope you find someone cool. And then Josh shows up and he's all cool, and it's like, oh, maybe this time. And then it's like, no, not this time, I'm afraid. It's like, wow, thanks. I was kind of pulling for it there, but I guess.
Oh, I told you
not.
I told you that she almost married, did marry, then got divorced. Can't remember. J. Jonah Jameson's kid, didn't I?
Oh yes, you did.
At the time when he was the werewolf guy,
we were watching Spectacular Spider-Man or something.
The other show, the other Marvel show, the 70s horror film show that's coming out soon.
Wolfman,
yeah. I don't know if he's Wolfman or he's just infected with wolf bullshit virus. That's the technical term for
infected with wolf bullshit virus. Yeah.
Virus.
I'm gonna take that as the technical term. Yeah. Digital deluxe horse available. Digital horse available. Oh my god! On New Game Plus, you can choose whatever color you want. It doesn't matter which one you started with or anything. That's cool. I'll go with. It will be with you for your entire Fine, since you want to
That's what you
railroad me
said last time, you lying skeevy fucks.
Easy there. It's all right.
Fine, you
But
shall
what do you name
be...
this
I couldn't.
Let's go
The
with
gold
Kazan.
one. The gold one was a bit like, really? A gold horse?
Good choice. How will you get inside your uncle's castle?
It's a digital deluxe horse.
Did you choose the gold horse?
And I still remember
Is it actually
living
gold,
in
or is it
those
just brown?
walls, even as a
Like a
It
light
looks
brown.
fucking like shiny yellow, so I'm gonna call that gold.
Gold it is. Well,
You're a
well, I
material
went for
girl,
the-
Bradley.
well, I mean, I went for it because I was gonna pick the dark horse, but then it said, but there's a digital deluxe horse available. You could use that, and I thought, well, fine, if that's what you want of me, then I'll pick the digital deluxe horse.
You
Anyway,
gave
where were we?
in
We
to
were
the values of monetary gain. That was a line of words in form fucked into a sentence. No, let's not say that. That was a series of words forced into a sentence that made no fucking sense. There we go. That's where the F word
There's
is
the
supposed to become in.
sentences, yeah. We were talking about She-Hulk, probably, definitely.
We probably were, probably
Something
unsuccessfully.
about we were saying something about the. Oh yeah, we were talking about sex scenes and how it turned into not a sex scene.
I'm gonna somehow manage to keep getting you to talk about sex scenes and your disdain for them. But yeah, you know, it's like there's a difference between. I think there's nothing more telling than an action movie directed by a bloke which just has, oh, and then they had sex, but it's a really graphic sex scene in a really inopportune moment. It's just really awkwardly placed.
Yeah.
And then there's shows and movies where it's like, these two characters, you know, have, like, been on again, you know, it's like, this is a culmination to the romantic subplot in this film. Great! Or, you know, or, this character's not doing very well at the moment, let's give them a one-night stand. But they won't really care about it, but they'll, you know, it's like, it's meant to show something. You can't just have a sex scene. But I mean,
Yes.
tell that to early 2000s male directors.
I mean, I was one of the ones where I was like, yeah, you know what, you can, yeah. I'm just glad that you're temporarily not feeling like shit.
Yeah. And
That
then
was-
the end happened.
That was my response to the Jessica Luke scene.
Oh, yeah. Wait, well, the one where they break the bed, or...
Yeah, the one where they break the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, I was just glad that you know, I was just happy for.
Is that before or after
Jessica gets
she
some,
found out
you
he
know-
had powers?
I feel like that must have been. It was after. It was. No, I mean, yeah, it was after. It was after.
It was
because-
after. But did
because that's
they
why-
sleep together before?
I don't.
Because
No,
he
I'm not
was with
sure.
someone, wasn't he? And that was why they got in the bar fight that revealed her powers to him and his powers to her.
Huh. No.
Or, you know,
I
not
am
not his
so
powers, but
sure.
like kind of, you know, she was like,
You know, now I'm honestly not sure, but I'm certain.
No,
that...
you're definitely right about the breaking the bed sex scene was after powers, because he confronts her in her office. Ow!
Yeah, and.
I
her
sometimes
finding
forget
out
David
about
Tennant
that
was
is-
in that show.
Really? How?
Well, because he's such a fucking bastard, and I like David Tennant. I don't want to think of him as an evil bastard.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I
think
don't
it is
understand
funny that-
civilians who just hang around watching you fight in these
What do you
superhero
want
games.
them to do? Like, help?
No, I want them to run away and get to safety rather than just crouching, terrified. Like,
Okay,
there is no one
Oh,
keeping
right,
you
that
here.
kind of watching. Yeah, fair enough.
Like, there is no one keeping you here. I am fighting the bad guys. Fuck off.
I thought you were referring to when you're getting into a skirmish on the street and you're taking out all the baddies and then some civvies show up and like get out their phones and
Start
stuff.
filming it on their phones. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 style.
Wait, they did that in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Dude, watch the crowds every time there's a fight scene in Amazing Spider-Man 2. People fucking come from miles. Like, Electro, there was not many people in Times Square. And
Well, I
then
mean, if they
have the barriers up, and then suddenly there's a massive crowd watching.
Did he finish his fight or something? Like, are you saying they got bored? Because I'm pretty sure he's just as good a fighter as Peter is.
No, wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, you said they came from miles.
I'm leaving this show.
Yes, filming on their phones, the stuff that is happening. What the heck else was happening in She-Hulk? Oh yes, nothing less than the... Wait a minute. Yeah, Hulk King. I would love to know who slash
Should destroy
what
the siege weapon.
this guy is.
Bombers are using that siege weapon.
Okay, fine, I'll destroy this. Oh my goodness! I can't believe he actually left.
Here's the question for you. What if they do a really fucking weird twist and Josh is like supposed to be the like
Hulk
a
King.
new like hero Hulk, but just went about it in the most fucking fucked up way possible.
Yeah.
Also, question: if they want her blood to make a new Hulk, they can only surely transfer it to people with the same blood type and compatible, because that's why
Oh yeah.
Bruce and Jen were fine, because they have A, the same blood type, and B, they both have a weird tolerance to radiation already as humans.
Not to mention the fact that as what are they? They're cousins, right?
Yeah.
As
So that's why they have
they're, like, I mean, obviously, if
genetically related enough to, yeah.
because like best case scenario, they is that you receive blood from a relative. Well, I mean, I guess best case scenario is you receive it from an identical twin, because that's as close as you're going to get to your own blood, barring black magic and the like.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a traditional transference in this version.
Yeah, but the reason being is that while the type is usually like it's usually like good enough, there's always like a chance of rejection. There's always the chance that it won't go as planned. So
But
it
I mean,
tends to be the case that you receive blood from a relative, which in this case they are relatives. They're cousins. That should be nice and close enough. I can't imagine that if you're just some random person.
Well, I guess
shooting
the
up
question
on
to be
Gen
asked,
blood.
the question to be asked is whether what's more important, is like, are the people in the MCU who just happen to have the
my
same
God,
blood
do you
type
think
as
that's what they're
Bruce
gonna
and Jen really going to be like fucking like, wait, I can be a Hulk if I pay these dodgy people a lot of money to. But then it's like, okay, but how important is the significance of Bruce and Jen's slightly implied radiation tolerance?
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's a result of the experimentation of Bruce's dad on his own body, and I don't know how Jen relates to that, but don't fucking question it.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm wondering.
Maybe they're not
I've
cousins.
been wondering though. Like,
You've been wondering
why
many things.
I've been wondering many things. One of which being why they take like if Bruce has been here this whole time, why not
Bruce
just
has been
take
in
off,
hiding.
like? Oh, he's been in hiding. Yeah.
Well, Bruce kind of had, he went to extreme lengths to hide his blood, and keep it contained, and the few times he fucked up had dire consequences, but that was the end of it, pretty much. It's like,
Run away.
I feel like his blood samples from
For your dinner.
Mr. Blue got destroyed, for the most part, and the blood that killed Stan Lee was consumed, so that was
So
gone.
you get rid of me as soon as you had a
Stuff
son
like
of
that.
your own.
And also, as soon as he became an Avenger, Tony and the other Avengers would have helped him make sure that was never,
Your friend
concern.
is a path ahead may take a lifetime,
So,
but I will
I
walk
don't...
with you.
I think Bruce is kind of... Also just the fact that, most of the time he was Hulk, Rage Hulk or whatever, he was in hiding and people didn't give him a second look. Jen unfortunately didn't have that thing, thanks to fucking Titania.
That is true.
So... does that answer your question?
Yeah. That does answer my question pretty well. I was thinking that they were gonna that Jen was gonna specifically bring that up herself.
What
And
do you
they were
mean?
go-
That
I was there was gonna be something like, she goes like, well, why did you go for my blood then? And like, Bruce has been here for ages, and then it's gonna turn out that they
there's
it's
also
gonna
the
turn
slight
out,
difference that Bruce can't have sex, so he can't be kind of, lulled into that sleeping,
yes.
thing. Because his heart rate can't get over 200 thingamajigs.
Yeah, I was thinking she was gonna bring it up, and it was gonna turn out to be some sexist shit.
Well, I mean,
Like,
technically?
well, I mean, it's gonna be like, oh, well, you seemed more vulnerable or something, something like that.
If I attack
I mean,
you,
could happen.
Well,
Could be a bit
the
of
reason
both.
they hate her is definitely that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, why should she have this power? I'm, some fucking, I'm much cooler. I should have I should have She-Hulk
I
powers.
should have She-Hulk powers.
I don't think anyone on those forums would ever call themselves She-Hulk. But no, it'll be interesting to see how it resolves and whether that asshole fetish guy was at
yeah,
the
dude.
gala.
That dude is such a ski.
I reckon he was the one filming that she grabbed. You know, right at the end of the episode, she's holding that guy up with the mask on who was running away.
Yeah.
I think he might be Skeevy fetish guy.
Oh. Huh. Oh,
He
you think
sounded
he's
kind of
part of-
similar, looked like he had this creepy scarf, and it would make sense
So you
if
think
he's part of that group.
Yeah, part of the Hulk King's sub-intelligentsia.
could use my
What if all the people she went on dates with are part of intelligence?
Oh my god.
That would be really awkward.
That would be really weird. But I
Well,
would be all
that
for
would
it.
kind of tie it all together, though, wouldn't it? Because all these men who think they have a shot with her and who think they're so much better than her, and they all are just so glaringly oblivious and just awful, and so they actually have to bring in basically a con man. Well, a con man actually is the bastard that
Wait,
unfortunately managed
I-
to
what?
I'm talking about Josh.
Sorry, I'm just marveling at the fact that I respawned.
Oh, did you die?
I died and then respawned in a different location. Ouch, those are spikety spikes. By a different location, I mean I walked through this crack in the wall and I'm not in the
You
same
Doctor
crack.
Who'd it.
I Doctor Who'd it. It's like, oh, this is. Was I in completely the wrong place last time then? Because I went through a different crack in the wall and that happened. So yeah, here I am in a different crack in the wall.
Have you played Life is Strange?
I have not yet played Life is Strange. Did Telltale do that as well, or am I? Or is that? Wait, Telltale.
That is not Telltale. That is Don't Nod and some other peeps with less cool logos. I like the Don't Nod logo, so that's the one I used on the side of my alternate cover.
Huh. Yes, that's something. Because there's 4 games now, aren't there? There's Life is Strange 1, Life is Strange 2.
Life is Strange Before the Storm and Life is Strange True Colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you played all of them?
I did not touch Life is Strange 2. I played through all of Life is Strange, then Before the Storm, and immediately after finishing Before the Storm, I went straight back and replayed all of Life is Strange to get the other ending, because because my opinions of Chloe changed so drastically after Before the Storm.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, in the first, the first time I played, you've played it, haven't you?
What, Life is Strange? No, I haven't played any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, it's like you in movies all over again. Do you know basically what happens?
I kind of know basically what happens.
Okay, so massive tornado caused by Max fucking with the space-time continuum.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest change she made is obviously saving Chloe right at the start. So the way to stop the tornado from killing literally everybody is to undo that change, and so the tornado doesn't happen, but she loses Chloe. That's one of the endings, right? And first time through, I kind of, trying to play Max honestly and kind of as they kind of talk her to be like she's Super Max, she's a superhero, she's supposed to be, righteous and do the right thing, and it's like, what about this impossible situation where you have to lose a friend who without your action would have died anyway? To save all these people, should you sacrifice your friend who is, willing to, to die to save the rest of the people? Right? That's, from my own perspective of playing the game the first time, that's what I chose, because that's what seemed logical to me. That's what I would, shit, okay.
It's what we like to believe we think we'll be able to do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, would you sacrifice your best friend to save loads of other people? Some of whom
that's
are
what's a
arseholes?
sacrifice, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, but, But anyway, but then post Before the Storm, where you play as Chloe and understanding her a lot better, because she's kind of underwritten in some ways in the original, but it all gains new context as from Before the Storm, and she's a lot more human rather than just,
I suppose she's taking the protagonist role.
Yeah, exactly. She's not a quirky side character.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason that you can just say it. There's a reason you can that main character and protagonist are essentially synonymous, isn't it?
You are not wrong. Shit.
If you're in the main spotlight, of course you're gonna get the lion's share of the development.
Blame.
And blame, yeah.
Shit. But
Ooh, don't turn this way, sir.
You poisoning everybody.
Oh no, I'm sneaking past everybody because it wants me to sneak past everybody and not get detected and probably not kill all these people because they're just samurai.
Oh, you've already poisoned people, haven't you?
Yeah,
oh yeah, this is the samurai. This is the bit I thought you were at earlier.
Yeah, I'm giving a message to good old Uncle Fuckface.
That's gonna be his face forever now. It's gonna be his name forever now. It's like Colonel
Sneaky to-
Runaway.
Oh shit!
There he is, inspiring his new samurai.
Inspiring his new samurai. Yes, but I need to sneak around the back of this guy. Yeah, it's one of those games that I've seen and I've been like, that seems cool. I should play that one of these days, and then immediately forget about it and then see it again and go like, oh, that game seems cool. I should play it one of these days. So you say refresh my memory of what you said 2 seconds ago. You've played.
So I played
Before the Storm.
one, yeah, Life is Strange, then Before the Storm, then back through all of Life is Strange to save Chloe. Literally, I did the entire thing very, very quickly, like, just to get to that, no, gotta save Chloe, like, you know, still so I enjoyed playing it, because that's the whole point, but I just mean, like, it was like, you know, in the back of my mind, it was just, gotta save Chloe, gotta save Chloe, gotta save Chloe, and I don't think I actually, and there's literally a challenge where it's like, how many times can you stop Chloe from killing herself, and I don't think Chloe died once on my watch. On that
Wait.
second playthrough.
Not
only did I save her at the end, I never let her die. Well, she's kind of a bit self-destructive, especially when she discovers that her best friend has time powers that can reverse any stupid decision she makes.
That's
So-
only one way of going about it. Wait, this isn't where I put the letter? Maybe I need to go a little higher.
I can take it higher.
Can we get much higher?
But yeah, and then did not touch Life is Strange 2. Did not hear great things about that one, honestly.
Okay.
And
What about True Colours?
I have True Colors on the PS5. I downloaded, you know, I installed it, and I am yet to play it. I've just been
here's
busy.
hoping it's a return to form then.
It does have, you know, it's got the same kind of props as the first one, so I don't think I'm expecting it to be good.
I mean,
I just need the time to sit down and, you know, actually play it. I might do it over the weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different style of game though, isn't it? It's not
Exactly.
Like
you know, it is
story-based
quite.
games like that. You really need to do them. Like you can't really take a break on them. It'd be like
No.
they're much more like watching shows, you know. Or...
You need to kind of do the full episode in one go as well, otherwise it feels very disjointed. I don't like, you know, I've never been able to, you know, if you do episode one, if you start episode one, you've got to finish it.
Totally. Like, it's you know, they've decided where the story should be broken up.
Exactly, and you know, they're not that long. It's just, you know, it's not a free roam game. It's not a sequential game with cutscenes where it's like, okay, this is, you know, you could stop here. You know, it has cutscenes, but they're progression ones rather than, you know, checkpoint ones almost. You know, The Last of Us has seasonal things, but also, like, you know, time will pass in a natural way that is like, okay, you can stop here. This is a good place to stop, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't really work for Life is Strange, you know, because it just flows a lot more. It's quite inconvenient, to be honest, because it means that you've really got to choose your time.
I mean,
This was supposed to be a She-Hulk stream. We were so excited to talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah, because it was a really good episode, and
Well, yeah.
And Murdoch made his return after so long, you know, and it's
Yeah, I was worried that it was like, what's he going to be like without the writers in an extended amount of time on screen? Because he was in such a short scene of Spider-Man. He was like, yep, no, this is great.
Yeah, he was a little bit different, but believably different. Like, oh, it's still the same guy. It's just he's just, you know, been through some stuff since last we've seen him, and he's changed a little bit. You know, that happens to everyone. That's
well,
fine. That makes sense.
You know, it will be interesting if they can kind of contextualize the blip as quite a kind of, you know, maybe he you know, because obviously he was going through some fucking shit in season 3, but he had
Yeah.
quite a positive outlook at the end of it, and maybe the blip actually gave him some time to kind of go, okay, this is my crazy fucked up life. Oh, I just stuffed a guy's head in between a wheel, and what's the bit about around a wheel called?
What? Around the wheel? What, you mean like a tire?
No,
What do you
okay,
mean like...
let me send you the screenshot. Hang on. Share.
Where does it want me to put this? Where... Okay, so... Not here, I guess it's a little higher then.
Let me know if that's sent.
Where's it sending to? My phone or my
PlayStation.
PlayStation?
Your PlayStation.
I'm sure that guy'll...
Hey.
No, you did! You stuck his head between the wheel and the...
Your PlayStation.
Whatever that's called. Wheel cover? Let's go with wheel cover.
Wheel cover. Yes, that guy is definitely somewhat squished.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Like... We'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, now your audio is working. It's all good.
I'll tell you what,
Ow.
I'll tell you what, one show I'm kind of surprised how much I'm enjoying is actually Supergirl.
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen any Supergirl?
I have not. I have seen the one crossover episode with The Flash, which was technically a Supergirl episode.
I see.
Technically, kind of.
Technicality, the best kind. Yeah, it's a nice happy show, and it's just like, you know,
It's Superman, isn't it? Basically, it's basically Superman.
Kind of Superman, but you know, Kara really pulls it, really elevates it a bit. I think because what you were saying about and you know. The Supergirl is now to me a
He's
bit
so
like...
scared of me. He thinks he's going to say the wrong thing, and I'm going to shout at him.
No, it's kind of like what you were saying about Jen and She-Hulk, and how it's your comfort show because Jen's such a warm character, and I kind of feel that way with the Supergirl show. It's just such a, you know, like it. Not every episode is necessarily going to be good or anything, but like you sit down and
you're going to enjoy it no matter what.
It's like being under a comfy blanket, you know. It's like
Whatever you believe I've become.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah. I wonder. I do wonder when the Arrowverse shows are gonna just go balls to the wall crazy like they've apparently done. Because right now I'm really enjoying it, and like the tone is so welcoming, I guess.
When's it gonna drop?
When's it gonna get weird?
When's the shoe gonna drop?
My name is Barry Allen, and I am not the fastest man alive, because the antagonist needs to be built up as faster than me, and so that I have someone to get faster than.
Because we couldn't think of a proper way to big him up other than the.
Oh my god, he's faster than me!
So we're just gonna have this guy tell you how fast he is on screen.
I'm so fast, Flash. Zoom is kind of silly because he does actually have a silly voice like that, and I'm just like, I can't take this entirely seriously, except for the parts where he like beats people up rather brutally and stuff. That's less amusing. But when he's actually trying to be threatening, that's when he's not threatening at all.
Are you on season 2 of Flash yet?
Yeah, season 2.
Yes, you are.
That's the one with Zoom in it and introduces the multiverse stuff and like Earth 2.
Oh, of course, and the other worlds.
Yeah, I flipping love Other Worlds. I don't know what it is. I think I think I'm starting to realise that one of my favourite character archetypes to watch
Is grumpy old man.
is grumpy old jerks. Especially
Other people who fit into this thing
especially
are...
when underneath all of the jerkiness, like when the chips are actually down, they've actually got like, you know, some fiber to
Some
them,
heart.
some heart, some moral fiber. I'd put Tony Stark under that. He's such an ass to everyone.
Yes.
That's what everyone perceives him as. Everyone perceives him as this ass, but he's you know, in the
Yeah, I was
MCU
gonna say,
at least,
Tony's not particularly grumpy, but he is an ass. So.
you know, he's a bit of an ass, but like, so when the chips are down, he'll actually take the Infinity Stones and snap himself out of existence to, you know, to save the day, or on a more you know, smaller scale in Spider-Man 1, J. Jonah Jameson, you know, he's a bit of a grumpy old ass to Peter and everything, but when Green Goblin picks him up and says, "Where do you get your pictures of Spider-Man?" He's like, he says, "I don't know. He sends it in the mail.
He sends them in the mail.
He sends them in the mail. I don't know who he is." It's like, God, you don't need. He didn't need to do that, but like, you know, it shows some flipping balls to be being grabbed by the Green Goblin and interrogated, and you just BS to his face. But yeah, that's probably one of the reasons I'm enjoying Earth 2 Wells as well, because he's such an ass, but he's one of the good guys, and he's you know, we're all trying to stop Zoom and all of that.
No, he's good.
Yeah, I've already been spoiled on the fact that we get a new Wells like every season or something.
Yeah, didn't I say that?
Oh, maybe you said it, or maybe I
think it's
myself
kind of
by
common
accident.
knowledge, to be honest. Like, going into those things, you've kind of got to... You've
kind
got
of
to
know there's going to be
know.
multiverse. You kind of know there's going to be this, that, and the other.
Do you secure the siege weapons?
Also found some deserters from your uncle's army who want to follow the ghost.
It's just the weirdest thing for me so far is how Arrow's tone has gone from like the really
I'll
gritty,
spread the word, but you should check on them.
grounded,
I
realistic
want to hear from them.
crimes and stuff to a much more Flash-esque. You know, they've got the whole team and Team Flash, and it's a bit lighter and softer kind of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not as harsh as it used to be. And
Yeah,
and
you'll see why I like season 5 so much more. Why season 5 is my favorite one, possibly because I hate season 4.
But like, and another thing, like, you know how Oliver's got, I mean, well, he hasn't actually got two different voices or anything, but you know, like, you know, he's got his growly Batman Begins Christian Bale. Where are they?
Yeah.
and he's got his Felicity. I'm gonna cook something for dinner, Felicity. You know, all
Yeah.
high and up here ish. And he uses that voice so much more in season 4.
Yeah.
And also, that stupid flipping suit with the stupid flipping lacking sleeves. I'm just like, I can't get over it.
I love that is what bothers you so much more than anything else. The entire time I've been moaning about just, the magic shit and the villain of season 4 really annoy me. Bradley, every week we talk about Arrow and he's just like, there's fucking sleeves!
Why doesn't he have sleeves? Why?
Because, Bradley, some people are too cool for sleeves. And Oliver is definitely too cool for sleeves.
I mean, yeah, he's got big biceps and all of that, and that's cool and everything, but this 1 to 3 suits look so much better. Does he ever get sleeves
Don't worry.
again?
I'm fairly sure he basically says what the audience will say throughout season 4 in the first episode of season 5, where he's like, hey, I know you designed that suit for me, guys, but I could really do with some sleep. And Felicity's like, cold? And he's like, fucking yeah, on those rooftops, man.
Yeah.
Tis bloody cold.
What happened in the last episode of Arrow? I saw actually. Come to think of it.
When you watched it like a month ago.
Yeah.
You're watching all of the Arrowverse shows at the same time. That is too much to comprehend. I would just watch one show, and then if a crossover event happened, I'd do like a binge of what the other show to get everything
So heavy, I
up to that point.
had to strip you.
I don't know how you're managing to comprehend all the different storylines at the same time.
That's the neat part. I'm not.
Thank you, Omni-Man.
Have you seen that? Because I haven't seen that. I just
What?
know that.
Invincible?
Yeah, Invincible. I mean, there were all those memes when it came out,
Everyone we've
so I
lost.
take it that it was, in the public eye for a bit at least.
I literally avoided that with...
No, you don't.
I avoided that more than that other thing I said I avoided earlier today. What did I say I avoided, like the plague?
Last of Us Strange 2. What the hell did I just say?
That was Last of Us
Life-
Stranger Things.
Life is Strange 2.
Life
is Strange.
Last of Stranger Things.
Last of Stranger Things Part 2. Last of two.
I like how in your deliberate attempts to say something weird, you're confusing yourself more.
Life is Strange 2. Okay, did I say it right that time?
No, because we don't like life. Oh yes, no, sorry, you're right. I did avoid Life is Strange 2. Yes, I avoided Life is Strange 2, like the plague, as I did Invincible.
Yeah.
Basically because I watched the first episode. And I got a vibe.
You thought, no, this ain't it.
Well, no, because basically because it's the writer of the comic series is Robert Kirkman, who wrote The Walking Dead, which I think is possibly one of the best, if not the best comic series that's ever been written.
Damn, okay.
Like, that's just
I mean,
my
that
very...
That opinion has a lot of weight from you, considering how
It's just
much
of the stuff I've read.
Seen,
I reread The Walking Dead every year. It's going to be my summer thing to reread all of The Walking Dead every summer.
I see.
I mean, obviously, because I left uni last year, the summer was very, very long, so I kind of did it over the prolonged summer, and I didn't technically do it in this summer, the 2022 summer, but I was doing it in the prolonged summer of having left uni in 2021.
Why can I not move?
We'll cut down anyone who gets through.
Now I
So,
can move.
I left uni in 2021 summer.
Oh, thank God they actually did it for me, because I didn't notice that there. So yeah, it's a good series.
Well, okay, hang on. So yeah, Walking Dead really good. And so I was like, okay, this is the same guy. Oh, and the main artist on it is currently working on Spider-Man. He was working on the Nick Spencer Spider-Man run at the time, which I was enjoying. And I thought, yeah, this is, I like the art, I like the writer,
crap,
why the fuck not? And I had, because basically what I really like about the Robert Kirkman books is that they collect them into massive fucking paperbacks called compendiums that are just like massive streams of consciousness where you can either, really enjoy reading a book slowly, but over a long period of time, and it's great to just have one consistent book to read for ages. Or you can do like I did for the third compendium of Invincible and accidentally read it all in one long day.
Okay.
Like, almost, it was... I think it arrived in the post. I started about 1 in the afternoon, and I finished at 3 the next morning.
Whoa.
It was that good. And I was also scared that some of the characters I like were going to die, so I didn't want that to happen. which is why I kind of binged it very quickly so I didn't have to go to sleep thinking, what if that person dies? Yeah, kind of thing.
Oh no, dead again. God damn it. Yuna's fallen. Well, what about me? I have as well.
No one cares about me if I've died. The world resets. Oh yeah.
Oh god, and I've got no flipping, what's this stuff called? Resolve. That's it.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Oh, are you gonna actually do the boss fight properly? Because I used the...
How do you not do the boss fight properly?
I switched to the armor that gives you super counter.
Oh, right.
Because I don't like the boss fights in Ghost of Tsushima, and that was my way of doing it. But I changed back to his ghost armor for the final thing, where you just absolutely deck the main bad guy on the boat with all his enemies next to him. God, I don't think I took a bit of damage on that. I got to use ghost stance so many times on that boat. It's great.
I'd have thought that if I was with 3 other people, 1, 2, 3, yep, 3 other people, I would find this a little easier than I'm finding it.
Well, when they're, AI NPCs, it doesn't really surprise me that you're having trouble.
Yeah. I mean, I said people, but people is a rather generous term in this case, yes.
Or it's Yuna and 3 idiots. It's a guy who somehow managed to alienate his student for being a fuckhead.
For being a fuckhead. That's one way of putting it.
The Mongols are regrouping. We won't give them a chance.
Norio is leading the rest of our forces.
Anyway, but so, I was planning to read the comic series when the animated show came out. And so I thought, well, it was like one night, and I was in a weird mood. I don't know what had happened that day, but I was just feeling a bit low, and I thought, well, everyone's going to be talking about this. It's a superhero show. What could possibly go wrong?
Bum, 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 bum.
I immediately got a vibe, but I kept watching because I didn't know what else to do with myself. And I kept watching for the whole episode, and it was basically a hero origin story, and even though it kind of gave me a vibe early on, it kind of seemed to resolve itself, and it felt like a pretty normal superhero show. And final shot of the first episode is Mark sitting on a tall billboard somewhere in the city looking out, and then he puts his mask on and flies off. The credits start for a second, and then you get a 10-minute end credit scene.
No mercy for the Mongols!
What? In the first episode?
Where a guy that you thought you could trust graphically, morbidly, and horribly slaughters basically the stand-ins for the Justice League.
I see.
So there's basically, the indie comics version of the Justice League in the most graphic and horrible way possible, which, given my emotional state generally at that time, which was episodes of weird depression, which I couldn't really quantify why, but I was just having a lot of kind of low spells at that point, and I was hoping that superhero show would help me out of that. And seeing versions of the Justice League killed in such graphic and vicious ways. I didn't finish it. I couldn't. I got as, but the thing that stuck with me was just the sound of one of the deaths, and it really fucked with me. I could hear it for months after watching it. I could still hear the sound and picture it, and it just really got to me. And I've never gone back and finished that episode. But they were releasing the Invincible show weekly or something.
It just happened.
So the final episode comes out, and it looks, and that's where the, you know, all the memes were coming from. But it also looks like that they were finally going to contextualize why the guy from the first episode did what he did, and I thought this might be some good closure to find out why he did what he did. And it did help. It kind of, I found out why, and it got me interested in, it helped. It got me out of that funk, to some extent, and I kind of appreciated what they were doing because it gave a good conclusion to it. And so basically following that, and to kind of further help myself, I decided to again pick up, but basically during the rest of the episodes coming out, I kind of muted it on social media and just basically, that, as I was saying, stayed away from it like the plague as much as possible, because I just kept hearing those sounds and seeing that thing, and it was really horrible, and I just didn't need it at that time. So, but once I kind of found out what was going on from the season finale, I decided to go back and pick up the book. And FYI, this horrible 10-minute sequence of graphic violence was 1 page in the book.
One! Okay. That sounds
10
a
minutes.
lot less graphic and,
Also,
digestible.
It works so much better logically. It makes so much more sense for what the character's arc eventually does, but it's one page, that it's one fast action how he kills these people. Making it one long thing, and basically the rest of the show, which is where I was leading with this whole thing, it really, it kind of seems to really misunderstand its main villain. Well, its main villain of season 1. I think it's going to be harder to do his arc because of how weirdly they decided to do, how weirdly they decided to do his villain stuff. But yeah, so I read all of it, the entire series. I read the 3rd book in one night. It's like over probably 1,400 pages or something. Who knows? I read that in one night, loved it. The Invincible book is amazing. The show seems very much catered to that kind of violence equals good. Gets us good audience.
If we make it dark, if we make it excessively dark, people will think it's deep.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it is deep because the writing's still there, but they've basically just kind of the window dressing of the violence in the original book, which had kind of a meaning of this is quite horrible and anything can happen, but that kind of tells you a lot about that world. It's not shy from the kind of leniencies of superhero comics where, anyone, people can die in superhero comics, but they're likely to come back. No, death has a weight, and it's quite horrible when a character you like dies in Invincible because they're going to stay dead for the most part.
When I'm like rolling, that should really. Wow!
Face Off.
Comes out and taunts me, man. Like, what the hell was that for?
Oh, why don't you break out the cheaty armor like I did?
But honor.
Fuck honor.
And
That's
courage.
the point of the story.
God, you're right. You know what I find weird? You can't use ghost tools, and maybe the reason they did that is because balancing, but I honestly can't for the life of me work out.
Well, other people can change weapons and do really fucked up, you can't do unblockable attacks.
Dead again. I mean, on technicality you can. Because, you've got your triangle and circle.
Well, yeah, but your
heavily strike.
unblockable attacks don't do shit tons of damage.
True
Your
enough,
your
true enough.
unblockable attacks chip away at a guy's health like a mountain, but like a pebble trying to knock down a mountain.
Vengeance. Yeah, that's right. Ah, never mind. No vengeance for me. I'm gonna put on that suit, and you're gonna be upset.
No, I'm going to appreciate you putting on the suit because I think it's...
Oh, I was talking to
Oh,
Kovan
right.
Khan. I'm not
I
sure
think
why
I
I
had
went
quite
for
a lot
upset.
of resolve from when I went into this the first time, but then I died and I was like, I got really close on my first time because I had loads of resolve, so I just cheesed in with, you know, the special shit.
I will avenge the people of Tsushima.
Change to the suit. Change to the suit. Change to the suit. Change to the suit. But, yeah, I've now gone back and watched from episode 2 straight through to this finale of Invincible a couple times, and for the most part the show is good. But I think it fundamentally misunderstands one character, and the violence seems to be for a different reason than it was put in the comic, which I don't like. But other than that, that is my sordid history with Invincible and trauma. Because of course, you know, people experience real trauma and shit from actual stuff, and I get it because I was feeling sad and watched something violent. Because you can't control what gets to you, and
Exactly.
for some fucking reason, that got to me, and it really sucked because that is a book that really means a lot to me now, and it's kind of a shame that my introduction to it was fucked.
Jeez.
Change the suit. Change the suit. Change
the
suit.
you were talking about, isn't it?
Monkey suit.
Yeah, monkey suit.
Yeah, have you not upgraded it all the way?
Oh, I have.
Oh, yes, then you should be absolutely cheesing. Oh wait, no, you're on the hardest difficulty, I forgot. Don't forget, you can't do tiny parries.
Oh yeah, you can't, can you?
Tiny parries is disabled, so you have to do perfect parries, but the timing window to get a perfect parry
My god,
is
one
bigger.
perfect parry and I took him to the first blade lock.
Yeah,
Oh, crap.
it gives you so much, like, I think you get like 4 free hits on a perfect parry now, on fully upgraded. And then, and a perfect dodge does the same, I think? Yeah, I'm watching you do the sword lock, yeah.
I'm just gonna try and ignore his unblockables and just go straight for the ones that are perfect parries.
Well, don't ignore them because you'll die, but you need to dodge. I think dodging works as well, so I'd go for that because that's a safer bet than a perfect parry.
Woo! Wow, like third try with this suit. God, that is a game changer.
Yeah, it is absolutely. I was so pissed off when it wouldn't let me change to it for the Shimmerer fight. I'm just gonna go get a drink. I shall be back.
I'm gonna go put the. I think I'm gonna put the ghost armor back on now.
Oh yeah, I did as well.
That's always the thing, isn't it? It's like, oh, but this is the suit. This is the suit he's supposed to be wearing, kind of thing. But the cannon. I always hate it if it gets like if I knew that was the final boss, then I would have just stuck with the flipping ghost armor all the way. Like, it's pretty much only because this is like a secondary playthrough of this game that I'm willing to do that, because if a climactic bit happens, I want to be wearing something cool. I want it to look like it's supposed to. And if that means that it's going to be a more difficult fight, oh well, bully for me, or whatever the phrase is. Curtain card, I'm going to go kick your ass now. Swing!
Finish him off!
finish me off. You can't finish me off. Where is he? Here you are. I'm gonna hit you 3 times.
Cut him down!
Oh. Well, that wasn't helpful. Break his guard a bit with some of this. Yes, go on to the next one. Here's my amazing and no flaws whatsoever plan. Kill 5 people, then hit him with a bit of that. Actually, I might be able to get a couple more kills if I get headshots in. Oh, he's got a hat. Hats are very useful for them, not so much useful for me. And if I can just finish this guy off, I might be able to pull the same cheese on this guy. Hello, sir, this is Ghost Dance. Did you order 3 Ghost Dance slashes? That bit where Jin says, your armor in particular, mate. Ouch. Ah! Multiple arrows! Oh, you thought, didn't you? Oh, no, I was almost there, no! No!
What up, my dude? Oh no, he's
really
crying as well.
I really should have gone for the safe strat there. I thought I can just finish him off. I'll just bum rush him. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Finish you off.
Finishing
Ouch.
move. So what you're saying is I'm better at this game than you are now.
Oh, damn! You played on Lethal Plus. God damn.
No, I know. That's the bullshit talking.
What's my throwables? What's my... Okay, those... sticky
What's
bomb.
your ghost shit?
Oh, what the hell? Why are you next to me, man?
He's trying to be friends.
Oh, is this a friendship still? Oh!
Is this a friendship sticker?
Yeah, he didn't stick me with friendship. He stuck me with a lance.
Ooh. Chicka chicka.
Oh my god, okay, that went even worse than last time.
So if you get killed by just some random henchman, does that guy come up and stab you anyway because he's the big bad?
Didn't look like it that time, but I could be wrong.
Is there a death counter for lethal? Because I feel like they do that these days.
Yeah, death counters. They are fun to watch as it goes up. Yeet!
It makes you feel worse. I don't think it should be on the actual game. I think it should be like on the menu or something.
Yeah!
You don't want to see a constant numerical value of your fuck-ups. Particularly.
Yeet!
What kind of masochist are you, Bradley?
I'm masochist with 4 sets of sticky bombs.
Fuck him up! Oh, you fucked him up. Is that it? Ah, shit. Now, of course there's more. There's always more! Sticky bomb, sticky bomb, sticky bomb, sticky bomb. Just over it, over again. Fuck him up with the sticky bomb.
Oh, no! Oh, god damn! Oh, I was almost there.
What the fuck?
This strat is almost perfect.
You just did like a runny jump thing and...
Yeah, that happens every time. It's like a forced thing. Oh, at least it gives me back my sticky bombs. That's good.
Oh,
so
shit.
This strategy has no flaws whatsoever now.
Other than getting shot with...
You jerk!
explosives.
My strat had no flaws until you showed up.
It had no flaws until they found a flaw.
That's what I need to do. I need to get him from the back, because from the front he'll just guard me. Yo, this game's combat though, it's so hard.
Is it hard?
This game's combat is so hard.
Why is it hard?
It's hard because it won't let me win instantly.
You gotta love an
another
instant
one.
win. Yeah, I plan to never stream a game
Oh.
where I can't win most of the time.
Oh, I got excited.
Other than the
Die.
aforementioned grounded permadeath.
Ooh, that is a scary thought to me, honestly.
Oh yeah,
like,
and there's options
gonna
of
be
it as
so
well. There's options of the
clenched.
permadeath. It can be, you know, by chapter, by day.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the breakdown is, because it's like there's something lesser, by chapter, and then the whole game.
Sticky bomb. Sticky bomb. Sticky bomb. Don't hit me, dude.
Dun, 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 dun,
Jin,
dun.
hit this guy, not that guy. Okay, at least I got the damage in. We're in second phase now, boys. Cut him down, he says. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. I've got a bunch of sticky bombs with your name on it. See, it says right here, Khotan Khan. Rip
Khotan Khan?
Yeah, Khotan Khan. This dude. Oh, that's only one sticky bomb, okay. I can live with that. Yeet.
It only takes
That's
one
not
bullet.
him. That's not him. Oh my god, he just tracked me like a bot.
The noises you're making.
I'm trying not to, you know, swear profusely.
Oh
would
man,
be,
just give in. There's nothing wrong with swearing. You'll make me look better if you swear as much as me. Or a third of as much as I swear, and you'll make me look infinitely less trashy.
Trashy.
Try again. Would you like to lower the difficulty? Fuck off! I think you could
That's
shoot
the
a guy in the head
greatest-
with arrows at this point,
That's
by
the
the way.
greatest disrespect that you can give to
I
a
know.
gamer. It's like, oh, is this too hard? I mean, all it's saying.
How
all
about you
it's
just
saying
don't
is
fucking
that-
handicap me? Like, it's like, no, I don't want to try the easier LT. I just don't want you to fucking hit me with a million fucking flaming arrows from off screen.
God, there's so many guys here. I'm constantly rolling. We roll in
Can you
and
just
we get it.
ignore... Wait, hang on. Can't you clear out all the little enemies? Because I feel like they Wait, go and get the people who are shooting arrows at you. That's what I did. Because if you kill all the people, you'll
Get some ghost
you'll just be
meter.
left with final guy, and then you
Wait,
can
they don't
fuck him up.
infinitely respawn?
No, I don't think so. Not when
Oh
I
my
did
God.
it. They didn't. I was clearing them out to build up my resolve, and then I fucked the guy up with it. That's how I remember it, anyway.
There's the headshot I needed. Ooh, hello there, sir. Excuse me. Wait, where is he? Where is he? Khotan Khan!
Khotan Khan!
Yeah, I'm gonna hit your shield. Oh wait, that's not hitting his shield, that's hitting his lance thingy.
Hey, I got VIP points.
Oh!
Is this the first time I've gone on Uncharted on
What?
Uncharted 4 on my PS5 because it's given me 3 gold. I think every time you start a new go onto the multiplayer on Uncharted, it gives you 700 free gold.
Okay. This guy's a little bit scared. That works for me because I can just hit him. Where's the Khan? No, no, no! He tracked me again! No, do you wanna
go?
I'll give it a couple more goes, but it's getting late.
Oh, I was expecting you to do the little shimmer and finish off, man.
Oh, that's
What is
true.
this? What is this? You giving up at the final hurdle?
I mean, I guess I could do like side stuff on the next one as well.
Nah, Brad. I finished Miles. You gotta finish. He's not talking to me anymore.
No, I'm just trying to focus, because, like... Oh, damn.
Did focusing not work?
Focusing didn't work. I tried to focus, but I'm
You
not
focus
good
too
enough
hard.
at the game. Mob fights fuck me up, man, because it's like... You can't look at everyone at the same time. Jin, what was the point in throwing sticky bombs at him if you're gonna let him get up? Okay,
Fun?
seriously? Oh, god damn.
You're right there, dude.
Yeah.
Now you know how I felt fucking fighting that fucking, Finn.
Finn. Sticky bomb on. Jin, looking the wrong way.
Don't forget arrows. Arrows are good.
Can I headshot him? Ah, he's got a hat on! Can I
Use
body
your
shot him?
super, use your hard arrows.
Oh! Oh yeah. Ah,
yeah.
what the hell? I was rolling!
They hate him. That was a terrible joke, I'm sorry.
It was a bit dated, wouldn't you say?
I'm old! I'm allowed to be dated.
Oh, okay. I've run out of resolve, so sadly I'm abandoning the mission and saving.
You've still got 2 little yellow orbs. Oh wait,
Wasn't
no,
that kind
now
of
they're gone.
resolve?
Ah, that kind of resolve.
Oh, I'm just getting frustrated by it at this point, and that's not going to
That's
get me
no way to
anywhere.
do it, yeah. Nah, fair enough. Another day.
Another day. Maybe I'll do side quests to prep beforehand or something.
Wait, doesn't that mean you'd have to redo all the boss stuff though?
I mean, I do have to
Well,
go...
if you if next
Yeah, exactly.
the super counter armor, because if you're losing loads of
Yeah,
health
that'd
to getting
probably help.
attacks, that might help.
Yeah, a more defensively focused build would probably... Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I've got... This isn't a bad thing I've got on right now. It's just not, like... It's not, like, a really good build. Maybe I should go samurai armor for the next... for the retry. I mean, I kind of thought I'd be able to just sweep this game. I kind of overestimated myself there. I'll just sweep this game in the flipping broken armor with no like equipment to benefit me with, you know, like that. I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah. Well, next time on Ghost of Tsushima, we kill the Khan.
We will. Khan will die.
See you next time, gents and gents. Smooth, eh?